Hey, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Iceman Guru, aka Dr. J. Back at you with another installment on the High Frequency Only channel, man. Like we always do about this time, man. Subscribe, like, hit the bell, share the video, comment. Always look forward to hear from you guys, man. So please make sure you do that. All right, topic subject for today's video. Culture is very important. Okay, that's the topic. Let me repeat it. Culture is very important. Okay, now the reason why I want to talk about culture is because culture, along with relationships, is something that interests me and something that I actually study. Actually, my minor is in sociology. I do a lot of research on human behavior. I did a lot of research on human behavior because of the second book I was writing. And one thing that I understand is that when we talk about culture, we got to talk about it from a macro level and a micro level. And even within the macro and the micro, we have subcultures, right? So communities, cultures, families, they come in big packages and small packages, okay? Like we know that society is considered the macro, okay? But that's culture. So everybody contribute to culture in their own way. Then we have smaller cultures, right? So we have neighborhoods that have their own culture, right? We have school buildings that have their own culture. I'm a part of a culture in a school every day, all day, and I see the impact of it. And then, of course, we have subcultures where we have cliques of people that develop their own culture and are influenced by the people that's around them. And the influence is very important, okay? Because we can see what culture does to people. A lot of our learning is social learning, right? And we can get into all kind of social learning theories and cognitive learning, all that stuff. I won't get into any of that, okay? I'll just keep it real brief and real simple. The fact that most of our learning is social, and that is why culture is so important. Because what I see in a culture that I'm a part of, which is on more so a micro scale, is sometimes people can be so enthralled in hopelessness, right? In negativity, in dysfunction, in drama, that it consumes them. And then you can see people body language. You can see it on their face that they're disgusted by the way things are. And like I just mentioned, well, we're social beings. We learn from each other. So energy transfers, right? So we can be impacted and affected by someone else's energy, by what someone else is doing, even though it's not what we do or our personality or etc. Culture is extremely important. And what we see in our larger culture is we see a lack of accountability. We see a lack of principles. We see a lack of laws. And I'm not talking about laws that are created by politicians. I'm talking about moral laws, social laws, mores, norms, all right? These things are socially agreed upon by large groups of people. So what we see in our communities, in our society, in our culture, culture is a combination of music, art, food, fashion, right? And look what, when it comes to our larger culture, when it comes to those aspects I just mentioned, look how they impact us, and look of the lack of accountability that the people that create these things have. right? So a musician will be like, well, I create music for adults. They parents should let them listen to me anyway. Comedians, well, I do this, this is art form. I do this for this reason. They parents should let them listen to this anyway. Lack of accountability. And I'm all for, hey, I'm an artist. So I'm all for free speech and what have you. But there has to be accountability, and we have to be doing things bigger than for ourselves. And just for the selfishness of making money and being popular. We have to want to do it for the greater collective whole. Culture, right? When we look at subgroups, the Amish have a culture, right? They're tight-knit. They do things a certain way. Culture. The Jewish community. Food is a part of their culture. Religion is a part of their culture. Tight-knit. They do things a certain way. Culture. Culture is extremely important because we see the negative effects of culture, we see the positives of culture. Everything that happened within a culture can be changed by the very people, the very leaders who are responsible for dictating certain mores, principles, laws, etc. A lot of people look up to certain people. Those people have a lot of power. Adults have power when it comes to children. Celebrities have power when it comes to a lot of other people, including adults. Culture is extremely important. Once we understand and realize that the things that we do and say and how consistent we are with them dictate what goes on socially and our responsibility to other people, once we understand that, we'll get a grip on how we can actually alter and change things for the better, for our betterment. For subgroups, subcultures, for the larger culture. That is what culture can do for all of us. But it takes people to understand that it's a mindset. So the mindset is a part of culture. And that's a great way to end it. All right, man. That's your video for today, man. Hey, I'll be back at you with some more hot stuff, man. Hey, I appreciate the support. I appreciate those people who leave comment telling me keep doing what I'm doing. I appreciate that, okay? And most definitely, you're going to get what you want. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, all right? Keep supporting. Let's get subscribers up, okay? Like the video, share the video, all right? As always, I'm you are me, love, always, love, eternal. And we out there, thing. Peace.